Welcome to Canines for America. My name is Ryan, and today we're going to teach you and your dog how to search for their toy. Let's get started. That's a good girl. Welcome back. Now today we're going to start taking ourselves up to a level 2 part of the process of teaching our dogs on how to eventually find the odor that we ask them to find for us. Now to start this process, you guys have already been practicing probably now for the last couple of weeks the cardboard box challenge, and I'm sure you've been very creative in the different challenges that you're able to create for your canine. So now your canine is used to coming into a game in obedience and with plenty of excitation. They understand that they are using their olfactory. Also, they're using their visual, their eyes, to find something, to find food. So one way you can start with the box this way is you can put food in the box in the beginning, but they already understand that. Now we want to start getting in a little bit more activity. We want to start upping that central nervous system of our canine. So the best way to up, as you guys have been watching our other videos, the best way to up that central nervous system in a canine is to now start to create more excitation. And we're going to create that excitation by using a toy. Now, in any type of neuron development, when we're cognitively teaching our canines to develop that neuronic development, one of the big aspects is creating excitability. Okay, and what we're going to do is by using that toy, we're going to create that excitability, which will start to fire those neurons in the canine's brain, which will then conduce the connectivity and the mobility, and our canines will really start to learn. This is a great simple exercise that we're now starting to do that's really going to start to teach our canine and get our canine highly motivated to come after their toy. And then we're also going to start to shape some behavior. We're going to shape some behavioral reactions once they see or smell their toy. We're going to start to shape a behavioral reaction that we want the canine to do. Now, it's a big topic of especially in the police world, an indication once they find something. Do I want my dog to perform a sit? Do I want my dog to perform a down? What is the indication that I want my dog to do? It's completely up to you guys. What I always like to do is, what does the dog like to do naturally? Does the dog like to, when they see their toy, when they see their object that they're going for, does that canine like to go into a down? Does that canine like to go into a sit? What do they like to do naturally? I take that as their natural indication, and then I will just enhance that. I don't like to go against the grain. I don't like to go against the grain of what the organism organically just does instinctually. So we'll see with Miss Piper. Miss Piper likes to go naturally into her sit. There's also, a passive indication, an active indication. Again, depending on what you prefer is, the outcome that, you want to see. That's completely up to you. There's a lot of different ways, different combinations that you can go for here, guys. So what we have right now is we have a ball popper. It's a tool, great tool that we use, especially in the beginning of conditioning our canines to come for that toy. I'm able to remotely set the toy off, which will remotely pop the ball in the air. So again, what I like to do, guys, when I work with my canines, when I work with any type of development of an organism, I like to remove myself as much as possible from the equation. I want the dog to teach the dog. I want them to work through the process, and so I try to be very, very hands-off and just come in just a little bit, maybe if I have to, but then at the end of the day, it's the canine that's performing the action, not the human. I'm just the one, again, setting up the game and setting up the environment for them to learn in. So we have one singular box. That's what we want to start off with. Piper is already comfortable going to the box. We have our popper inside the box. I'm going to have my camera guy help me out with this one. There's two different ways you can do it. You can back tie your dog and put him on a leash if you're by yourself, which I do 1,000 times. Or you can have, it's a great thing to have, spend some time with your significant other if you want to train, or anybody else that wants to try to help you work with your canine, or if they have a canine and you guys want to do it together. Each one can help work the other. So what we're going to do in this exercise right now, we have our box, the paw popper is already loaded. My cameraman is going to go ahead and create that excitation. They're going to take the ball and they're going to tease Piper. Piper's also with our cameraman behind the scenes here. Cameraman has Piper already in an obedience heel, a foos position. Piper is sitting, Piper is waiting attentively, and then Piper is also staring at the ball. The cameraman will take the ball and stem the nose, tease. Piper wants her toy. Then the cameraman will throw me the ball. Piper sees the ball and sees me place the ball into the box. Now the cameraman will release Piper to the box. Piper will see it visually. She performs her sit. I will reward her, woo, with a good girl. Great job, Piper. That's it, guys. It's that easy. And what I'm going to do is I will do this 100 times with Piper. The same thing. My cameraman will put her in basic obedience because you've been watching our other videos, so you know how to use the contrastive method and the food method based on their temperament to develop that sit command. The dog will naturally do her sit. She gets paid with her reward, and we'll do it over and over and over again with just one box. Very easy. I'll turn on music. I'll have music blasting as we get going, maybe on the 50th or 60th rep. I will try to confuse her, yell when she comes running in, because I will try to change this simple little game as many different times as I possibly can. There's a plethora of combinations you can probably create distraction-wise, right? So that's all I'm trying to do is create as many distractions for this simple little game until Piper can execute this action flawlessly.